Hi, I'm Fraser Douglas, the avid tent camper. The weather's getting a little cool, and so our camping trips have kind of slowed down a little bit. But during this time, I thought that I'd tell you about some of my favorite tent camping vacation destinations. These are places that I have visited many times over the last 50 years. The first tent camping vacation destination that I want to tell you about is Door County, Wisconsin. Door County, Wisconsin is my number one favorite tent camping vacation destination, despite the fact that it is so far away from my home. I first visited Door County in 1978 when I lived in Milwaukee and immediately fell in love with it. Since that first visit, I have returned to Door County 19 more years to enjoy as many of the attractions as possible, but I still feel like I have not seen everything. 4 reasons why I love Door County are: number 1, it's a very safe place to visit. Number 2, it offers a great escape from sweltering summer heat. Number 3, it offers many fun things to do. And number 4, it has many great restaurants. Unfortunately, it is about 850 miles north of our home near Huntsville, Alabama, and to get there, we have to make 2 overnight stops along the way. The most direct way to get there from the south or from the east is to drive through Chicago and then north through Milwaukee, Sheboygan, and Green Bay. A few miles north of Green Bay, you'll enter Door County, Wisconsin, which is the uppermost tip of the thumb that juts out into Lake Michigan. The first town in Door County is Sturgeon Bay. Sturgeon Bay looks like a typical small blue-collar Midwestern town with a few family-run businesses and a few nationally franchised businesses. But it also has several very nice vacation tourist resort areas. A popular tourist attraction in Sturgeon Bay is the Maritime Museum, and a very nice restaurant just south of Sturgeon Bay is the Sunset Bar and Grill. State Highway 42 out of Sturgeon Bay will take you along the Green Bay side of the peninsula. This side is frequently called the busy side or the congested side of the peninsula because it is so popular with tourists. Little towns along the way include Egg Harbor, Fish Creek, which is my favorite destination, Ephraim, and Sister Bay. As you drive through these small towns, you won't see a Walmart, a McDonald's, a Wendy's, a Chick-fil-A, a Holiday Inn, or most other nationally recognized franchises. Instead, you'll find a wide variety of family-owned restaurants, hotels, cottages, art galleries, and shops. Popular recreational activities in this area include swimming in Green Bay, boating, fishing, kayaking, bicycling, visiting lighthouses, attending various plays and concerts that are offered through the day and at night, touring orchards and wineries. Here, Ava wants to practice spitting her cherry pits. Enjoying scenic vistas, eating boiled fish dinners with potatoes, slaw, and cherry pie, and watching beautiful sunsets at the end of the day. Although we cook most of our meals in our campsite, we try to eat a few meals out in restaurants every trip. Some of our favorites include Pelletiers in Fish Creek, where we enjoy a nice fish boil, every trip. Wilson's in Ephraim, where we enjoy hamburgers, onion rings, and milkshakes. And Al Johnson's Swedish restaurant in Sister Bay, where we sometimes eat breakfast and sometimes eat fish fry. State Highway 57 out of Sturgeon Bay takes you along the Lake Michigan shoreline. This side is much cooler than the Green Bay side and is called the quiet side because fewer tourists come here. 57 will pass through Jackson Port and Bailey's Harbor before eventually rejoining State Highway 42 in Sister Bay. Bailey's Harbor is popular for windsurfing. Cave Point is a county park that draws quite a few tourists and scuba divers. The Cana Island Lighthouse is another popular tourist attraction on the Lake Michigan side. Ellison Bay and Gills Rock are the last two small towns on the peninsula. Whenever you visit Door County, you must stop at the Viking Grill and Lounge in Ellison Bay for fish boil, because it was the first place in Door County to offer the fish boil meal. In Gills Rock, you can board a car ferry that will take you over to Washington Island. Many people take their bicycles on this ferry and bike around the island. This is one of 3 or 4 Norwegian stavekirker, or wooden churches, found in the county. And now let's talk about camping in Door County, Wisconsin. First of all, there are 4 state parks that offer a wide range of camping opportunities, and there are about 18 private RV parks that offer some tent camping facilities. My favorite destination is Peninsula State Park. This park, located on the busy side between Fish Creek and Ephraim, has 5 campgrounds with a total of 471 campsites. But they are very, very popular, and good sites must be reserved as much as 11 or 12 months in advance for busy summer weekends. My favorite campground is the South Nicolay Bay campground because it's close to the beach and the camp store. Here are some of our sites in that campground. When the South Nicolay Bay Beach campground is full, we'll stay in the Tennyson Bay campground. Here are some of our campsites in that campground. The North Nicolay Bay campground is very nice for tent camping, but the campground is small and the sites fill 11 to 12 months in advance. The Welshers Point campground seems to be popular with tent campers, but I have never camped there. And the Weborg Point campground is a small RV park. Peninsula State Park offers many amenities that will make your camping experience much more enjoyable. The Nicolay Bay Beach seems to be the focal point of recreational activities within the park. The beach area has the Nicolay Bay store that offers a range of camping supplies, a snack bar, bicycle rentals, paddleboat rentals, and kayak rentals. It also has a Wi-Fi hotspot. Scattered around the park, you'll find miles of crushed stone bicycle trail, a lighthouse museum, live theater almost every night, an observation tower that you can climb, hiking trails, and a nice golf course. Pottawatomie State Park, located down just south of Sturgeon Bay, has 2 very nice campgrounds with a total of 123 campsites. but I've only camped there 1 year because it's a little far away from the main activities in Door County. Newport State Park offers 16 primitive sites on the shore of Lake Michigan, and Rock Island State Park offers 40 primitive sites on a very remote island out in Lake Michigan. If you decide at the last minute to drive up to Door County for a busy 4th of July week, as I did a few years ago, and don't make reservations, you probably won't be able to find a site in the state park, but you will be able to find a site in a private campground. This was our overflow site in the Fish Creek campground. Well, I hope that you've enjoyed this video summary of Door County, Wisconsin, and that you'll consider it as a future tent camping vacation destination. For more information about great tent camping vacation destinations in the eastern United States, please read my book, The Family Camping Guide to Wisconsin, Michigan, Illinois, and Indiana, and visit my website, www.basictentcamping.com. Remember, take more trips, travel further, visit more attractions, and save money. Go tent camping.